Hi everyone, Lolly here. I am today working on some Halloween tags, and so I thought I'd bring you along, show you what I'm doing, and that way if you're learning or you want maybe a different idea, we can walk along together. I have my camera at a different angle, hoping the video doesn't come out sideways. I really hate when that happens, but it happens to me pretty often. But let's see. Okay, so I made one kind of from this angle the other day, and I was going to have it flipped, but then it turned out okay because you could see it better. So this is what I just made, and I have some, reach around here, some more of these this little spider's chipboard, along with this little poison tag, or toxic tonic is what it says. So they're chipboard. Came off of a little kit, and I have some more, so I want to, oh my goodness, use them up. Let's see, the little bird's upside down. So that's a tag itself, but it just has different pieces. Some of them are too big for tags, so maybe put them in a journal or something. But so I'm just going to make a couple of more tags here. I have a couple of customers that email me and say, where's the Halloween stuff? So I need something new. I've been busy and I haven't put anything out. So I would love to tell you that my table was nice and clean and ready to go for you, but I've been in here making a mess. So sorry about that, but your table probably looks the same way. So what I'm a fanatic for is saving corrugated cardboard or thick cardboard to make my tags with. I love it. So I steal boxes from everybody's house, that if there's one sitting around, then I take it, or especially the thicker ones, the corrugated, I like that. Then you can just peel it, and you can look junky, or it can, you can leave it solid like that. For these tags, I left this piece solid, and then on top, this was like packaging. Something I ordered was wrapped in this, so it's a little bit thinner, but it's great because you can tear it, if you can see that it's torn there, and ink it up and kind of distress it, and so that can go on top. So that's what I did in a smaller version. So that's what we're going to work on a little bit. So you can decide on what size you want your tag. I don't know what these are. I can tell you really quick. Normally I make them, this one, just the tag part itself is about 5 inches. And I normally, these are 2.5 or so. So normally about 2.5, 3 inches is about what I like to make mine. So I think that's a good size to be able to put a good amount of things on there. So, and these are Halloween, so I don't want them to look all nice and pretty and perfect, but still want it to look good, right? So I think Halloween is fun. Of course, everybody's working on Christmas already. I'm way behind. I don't have anything really ready for Christmas. I have a couple of journals that I'm working on, but so I just cut this, kind of eyed it a little bit. I'm just gonna fold it in half. Actually, I'm not even gonna fold it in half because it's a little bit short to do that. So we'll cut it right at 5 inches like the other ones, and I'll just make one at a time with you here today. So, and this really is just something we bought, and this is the box to it. So, but if you look around, the corrugated cardboard isn't a lot, and a really great place to get it is the pizza box. If it doesn't get all goopy and gross, then that's a really good spot to get corrugated cardboard. But a lot of boxes have it. I like it because it's thick, and again, I like it because you can peel it and do different things with it. So that's literally all I'm doing, is just tearing this up. So just so that it has some kind of foundation underneath there, just something to put behind that. So then of course I'm going to ink this up. I don't know, I can't tell what my camera's going to do. So and if you have something that you can, I'm just going to freehand the tops here just to make the tag part. I I don't want too much of a point. And then of course there's that trick about putting this on there. I don't think I know that trick very well. I'm not very good at it, but I don't want too much on there. So see, I don't even get them straight, but and then if I get it too pointed and looks like a crayon, I just cut it off. And again, I don't want these all perfect and pretty, but I do want them nice. So there's our little tag. I'm not going to punch a hole in it because what I did with these is I just glued them. I have a tiny attacher somewhere, but I had the glue gun out, so I just glued those on there. So I hadn't done that before, I don't think. So that was fun. That was easier than trying to tie everything. So now I do this with my ink pad. I know so many people say don't do that, but I'm kind of like impatient and I just want this on there instead of dabbing with the sponge back and forth, that kind of thing. I will, because I want to spread this out a little bit, but to get the first part on there, I like to just get the ink on there. So I'm using a Rusted Hinge color, a Rusty Hinge Distress ink to kind of give it a orange kind of color in the background. And then I'm just taking my stamps just to make it, I don't want it just so shiny and pretty in the back. So, and this one I like how the lines are coming out. It almost looks like a coffin all by itself already. So, so that's what I want to I just want to get some color back there just for the background. So you just put that on there any other way that you want to. I do have this spray also that I will step away over something else so I don't get it everywhere, but I'll spray that in a little while. And that's just spray stain, and just so it gives it a little more distressed look. So with this little piece, I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to rough it up here a little bit. Well, that didn't do anything. So, and then I'm going to do the same thing with those. I'm just going to put some color on there. And so I think Halloween tags are fun. I like Halloween. I try to put the fun in it and take kind of the stigma out of it. I know it's supposed to be for bad and evil, and some people don't like it, but we do. In our house we do. But if I feel like I don't make it fun and something good for the kids just to be like a big party, then the evil part wins, right? So I'm doing my best just to make it a party day, a fun day for the kids. And okay, so anyway, that's my goal. So we like Halloween around here. We don't do anything witchcraft or anything like that, but we try to make it fun. So here's my little tags. What I bought, this was at the Dollar Tree, and it's just some webbing. Looks like gauze. It's supposed to be webbing, I guess, but kind of just falls apart everywhere. But I'm using that in my background. So I am literally just cutting a chunk off, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna press the ink on here so I can just muck it up. You use whatever you have. If you have a marker, if you have shoe polish, whatever you have, that's what you use to make and put color on things. It doesn't have to be these inks. I've been doing this for a long time, so I've been collecting things. But if you don't have it, look around your house. Find a crayon or a marker. Everybody has a marker laying around. Shoe polish. I get this little set of shoe polish at the Dollar Tree, and it has a black and a brown and some, I think, the little clear wax, and that's what I use a lot on. I also use it on my journals to distress the pages. So that's a good little tip. Or if your husband has shoe polish there in the closet, you could go in there and sneak what you need and use it for your tags or your journals. So so not doing anything, I have any kind of plan in mind here. I just wanted to bring you along with this. I just like this messy kind of gauze, and I just went out and bought this little guy. Don't buy it. Got it at Hobby Lobby. I thought, you know, it was still like $10, but it's awful. So what happens is this doesn't feed well, but here it is, and I'm just gonna fuss with it. So I'm just, sometimes I have to push it with my chin if my hands are full. Once it gets going, it's good, but to get that little thing. So anyway, I'm not gonna do a commercial for a glue gun, but so here we go. So we're just gonna stick this on there, and I want it to stick out the edges a little bit. And there you go. I'm gonna cover up the middle so it's okay that there's nothing right in the middle. And then when you go back, you can ink over it again if it's not, right now my glue's wet, so I don't want to do too much. But so there we go. So right now, whatever you wanted to put on there would be perfectly fine. I have these chipboard. I also have stickers, ghosts. I don't even know where everything is right now, but these were actually, when I put on the other ones, were actually cupcake toppers, and I had those in my stash. So anything you want to put on there. I had these little candy corns that I put on the other one. I had gotten those at Hobby Lobby. I was going through all my Halloween stuff today. Here's some little brooms, and you could still make those little brooms, even smaller ones, like on a little stick or a toothpick. Or now I have a bunch of sticks left because I've been using the cupcake toppers, and I could make little brooms out of those too. So all you need is some thread, or let's see, whatever you have in your stash that you could use just to make kind of wiry, wispy things. Just make your own little brooms like that. Put them on the side of your card. That'd be super cute. So I have some round button stickers. Sorry about my mess, but that's just how I work, because I have so much stuff that it's everywhere. So so I'm just pulling out just odds and ends of whatever I have, but it doesn't have to be exactly a Halloween. Cut out pumpkins, cut out ghosts, cut out bats. Whatever you have around the house, you can put on there and use that. So here's my little, I'm going to ink this up a little bit more. Oh, sorry. So today I had the day off. I had an appointment I had to do in the afternoon, but it was grandparent day at my grandson's elementary school, and that was so fun. They had like 600 grandparents show up for the event, and I'm just going to spray this a little bit over here, so I don't want to make a mess everywhere. So I think that's awesome. There were grandparents that came in from other countries, even from Brazil. There were grandparents from all over different states. So I just thought that was so awesome. I sprayed that little piece of corrugated cardboard. It's maybe a little more than I wanted, but that's okay. It is, nothing has to come out perfect. We're just not in it for that. So once upon a time I had a sponge. Here it is. So I'm just going to ink this little guy up. I don't want him so bright white because it doesn't match everything else. I like to distress everything. I've tried to make a couple of things and keep them bright and pretty, and I have the hardest time with it because it's just not what I do. So if I'm making something for someone else, I certainly do it, but if I'm creating my own thing, the first thing I normally do is distress everything. So on these I used little pieces of, I don't know how this is going to base. Can you see tissue paper is under there, and I also just used the ink to ink up the tissue paper so it didn't look so brand new. So I don't know if we want this on this one or not, but we're gonna see what it looks like. I can't tell you how long I've had that ink, and I swear I'm gonna get every little drop out of it, but it's probably about time to give it up. Okay. So we're just going to tear this off. I just like to put something behind whatever I'm putting on there. There are a million ways you can do this. I want to use up this chipboard. It has other little bottles, so want to use them and put those on a couple of tags. So that's my theme. Whatever you're putting on yours, you can certainly embellish it much more than this. I have like sequins and different things, but what I have on hand right here for today's project is what I'm doing. So, but I kind of like that. I like just like that. And if you don't have a journal to put these in, what you can do is put them on the side of a jar for decoration in your house for Halloween. Tie them to cookies or treats or something that you give to your neighbor or teacher or something like that. So it doesn't have to be for junk journals. It's just, that's what we do, right? Some of us just, we do junk journals. I also took, I don't think I could do it now that's on there, but I took my the 1-inch circle and I punched these, and it actually punches the opposite direction, so you get, sorry about all the ink on my fingers, but you get, I don't know if you can see it, let me see, kind of looks like somebody took a bite out of it. So that's what happens when you can do the corner with your hole punch there. So all right, so this little guy, and I don't think I'm going to put the Happy Halloween behind there. I really do kind of just like this just like it is. Yeah, it's stuck. Maybe I'll layer. So when I got into all of this, I was so nervous because I thought, how can I ever learn all of that? So time has gone by and here I am, and you really, really have to not be intimidated by all the things that you see out there, because so many women are just amazing with what they can create in a junk journal. And so that kept me from doing a lot for a long time. But if you're new to all this, and these are things, it doesn't even have to be junk journaling. This could be something you just sit around with your kids or your friends and just make them up for your own family. And like I said, you can put them on cookies, you can put them on jars. If you have like glass jars or bottles, you can get bottles at the Dollar Tree. And if I could reach one, I would show you. I can't reach it. So you could get stuff like that, put them on the side of there, and decorate your house with it. So it doesn't have to just be junk journaling and tags for that. So that's it. I'm just gonna put that on there. I think I like that, just like that. It has lots of layers. I normally like to do things like overboard, so that's what I thought would be really cute on these also, is if I had some, and I do, I just don't have it handy, a piece of, what do you call it? A piece of material, like a piece of black material or a piece of muslin or something like that, I think would be cute for the ribbon. But I don't have that right here in front of me, so I have this ribbon I need to use up, so that's what I'm gonna use. So again, and I'm going kind of fast, but I just want to give you the idea. And if you're like me, I don't have a lot of time to do all of this all of the time, and I love to watch everybody's YouTube videos, but sometimes I don't have too much time to do that. So I try to just give you the basics, show you what you can do, give you some ideas. You're not going to copy my stuff exactly. You may not even like this one, but in the end, you'll just have the idea. I'm going to spray this. You'll just get the ideas to do what you want to do. So I sprayed that with a spray a little bit, and just to kind of distress it a little bit more. And then I am ready to put this little guy on there. And then if I have time, I'll do another one, and I'll do another video so you're not here so long, but it's really going to be the same idea. When I'm all said and done with all of my Halloween goodies, I will put them in my shop, which is scrappylollypapercompany.com, and or Etsy under Scrappy Lolly Paper Company, and that's where you'll find me and my stuff. And if you like my videos, you can subscribe. I don't come on here a lot. I wish I was better at doing that for everyone, but I work full time. I drive 4 hours a day for commuting, and I go to school. So, but I love this, and I love showing everyone how to do this, because when I was starting, it kind of intimidated me. So, a lot. I had done art books, things like that, but junk journaling kind of just scared me a little bit. So like I said, there are so many different ways. If you have scrapbook paper that you can put in the background, you can do that. Go in your kitchen, find a macaroni and cheese box, use that for the tag, distress it, just kind of muck it up a little bit, and there you go. That's what you get, and it's layered and it's yummy, and I love it. So that's that one, and I'm gonna make a matching small one, and like I said, they'll be at scrappylollypapercompany.com. but I wanted to come in and just show you how you can do something so easy with what you have around the house. If you don't have these little cardboard cutouts, go find something. Cupcake papers make great little ruffles around the edges, and for Halloween it could be orange, black, green, yellow. I think any color works, and then you just stress it and then it works perfectly for Halloween. So thanks for coming and sharing some time with me. I like sharing my time with you guys when I have a minute. I'm sure you're all busy too. Life just seems really busy all the time, right? So go and get your piece of cardboard, some tissue paper. Look at all this. It just looks like stuff you probably would have thrown away, and then we made something awesome out of it. Ribbon, whatever you have around. Yarn, if you don't have ribbon, or you can use yarn. If you have cardboard, or construction paper, you can cut just your own shapes out. You can make a spider web. There's videos, I believe, on how to use your glue gun to make spider webs, things like that. On this one, you can't really see it. I tried to leave some of the strings from the glue gun just to make it kind of look like a little bit of a web silk, but so many different things you can do. So hopefully while you were watching this, you said, oh my goodness, I have something I can use. And if you do Halloween, you can go and create something like that. And like I said, put it on your treats and give it to your coworkers or your neighbor or your teachers, things like that. It's handmade. They're gonna love it. And if you make something like that and you want to share it with us, you can put it down in the comments and show us your ideas and what you've done. But otherwise, thank you so much. I appreciate you hanging out with me, looking at my mess here. And again, I hope you were inspired to do something. And if it's not Halloween, use the same idea and the same process for Christmas, for fall, for birthday, something. I have a couple of Christmas tags that I made out of playing cards. You can see on my videos, so go and check those out. But whatever your idea, whatever just sparked you, I hope that you go and you create. Whatever you do to create, you have time to do that today. If you like the video, like and subscribe, and you can follow me on Facebook, and my Instagram is also Scrappy Lolly Paper Company on both of those, and you can come and join us over there as well. Take care.